Welcome to the 8th edition of the Interministerial Press Conference coordinated by the Ministry of Information and Communication Infrastructure, MOICI, through the government spokesperson. As usual, we are continuing our press briefings online because of the COVID-19 situation in the country. And today we are starting our briefing with the launching of infrastructure projects across the country by the President. His Excellency, the President of the Republic, Adama Barrow, will launch a number of infrastructure projects across the country starting Saturday, 26 September 2020. The first project to be launched is the long-awaited Hakalang Roads project in the Nyomis, covering over 84 kilometers, which is fully funded by the government of the Gambia. On the same day, President Barrow will also lay the foundation stone for the construction of the new office and residence of the governor of the North Bank region. The President will also lay the foundation stones for the construction of the 24-kilometer Senegambia Road corridor from Ker Ayub to Senoba on the 1st of October, the construction of the Jara Soma and Farafenya markets, and the toll booths on the Senegambia Bridge. On the 3rd of October, President Barrow will lay the foundation stone for the construction of the Basse Market, which was ravaged by fire in February 2020. Contracts for the construction of the new state-of-the-art Basse Market have already been awarded to 2 local construction firms to the tune of over $70 million, funded entirely by the Gambia government. Other foundation stones for road construction to be laid by the President within the next 3 weeks include the 10-kilometer Baikunda Access Road, the Ker Aldu to Ker Jimbala Road, and the Yen Sanjal roads, all funded by the government. The Ministry of Transport, Works and Infrastructure, and this one pertains to the reopening of the Banjul International Airport to international air traffic. The Gambia is expected to reopen its airport to international flights amid tight health regulations by end of October 2020. Renovation works at the main terminal building are near completion in time for the start of the 2020-2021 tourist season. The refurbished main terminal building will provide more space for both passengers and luggage handling at the arrival and departure halls, and will also have more space for offices, shops, and a VIP hall in the upper floor of the terminal. Similarly, the control tower of the airport has been refurbished and upgraded, fitted with installations and new communication gadgets for air traffic controllers. The refurbishment project at the Banjul International Airport is aimed at improving the working environment at the airport, making it more secure, effective, efficient, and competitive. When the airport is reopened, preventive and mitigation measures will be in place in order to enhance safe and efficient working operations for air transport, passengers, pilots, and the crew. The Ministry of Women, Children, and Social Welfare, and this is the launching of the gender-based violence helpline, which is 1313. The Ministry of Women, Children, and Social Welfare has set up a helpline to address gender-based violence in the Gambia. The helpline is 1313, which is a toll-free number. The launch of the helpline is intended to help respond to the needs of victims and survivors to recover from the trauma they experience and help them reintegrate into their normal lives. The Ministry of Women, Children, and Social Welfare has documented child abuse, early and forced marriage, and female genital mutilation as some of the harmful traditional practices affecting girls and women in the Gambia. The Ministry of Tourism and Culture. The National Center for Arts and Culture is partnering with the German National Commission for UNESCO to support communities around the UNESCO World Heritage Sites in the Gambia as part of efforts to mitigate the impact of COVID-19 on these communities. The project will support communities in Kunta Kinte Island and related sites in Jufre through skills acquisition, community outreach, and peer exchange. These activities will help the National Center for Arts and Culture to engage communities, tour guides, women's groups, and youth to improve their skills in various activities that will add value to the Jufre Albreda destination. Moreover, it will help to strengthen the community relations between the Ministry of Tourism and Culture and the communities in these areas. Ministry of Fisheries, and this is the construction of 14 new fishing boats that are intended to be given to young people in the Gambia. The Department of Fisheries under the Ministry of Fisheries, Water Resources and the National Assembly has embarked on the construction of 14 fishing boats to encourage Gambian youths to participate in the fishing sector. The construction of the fishing boats is a supplementary agreement on the continuance of the contract between the former regime and Just Sam Enterprise located in Bara, North Bank region. Among the beneficiary communities of this project include Bara, Banjul, Salikenye, Tankular, Sambuya, Batokunku, Jurunku, Medina, and Kanuma. Out of the 14 boats, 2 will be allocated for the training of Gambian entrants into the fisheries sector to become fully fledged fishermen, while 2 other boats will be allocated for monitoring the activities against illegal, unregulated, and unreported fishing along the coastal and inland areas. The fishing boats are meant to enable communities, especially young people, to participate effectively in the fishing sector. The boats will increase fish production at the community level, contribute to the food security initiatives, and to generate revenue for the communities, as well as create employment for the youth in these areas. The Ministry of Finance and Economic Affairs, and this is the operationalization of the Supplementary Appropriation Bill, SAP. The COVID-19 pandemic has led to the disruption of economic and social activities across all institutions. In order to mitigate and enhance the restart of activities, the government of the Gambia, through the Ministry of Finance and Economic Affairs, requested for a supplementary appropriation bill to support institutions that have been seriously affected by the pandemic. So far, support has been extended to the following: full payment of $91.2 million made from the months of August to September for the bailing out of public enterprises, that is payment of their 3-month salaries for the Gambia Civil Aviation Authority, the Gambia International Airlines, the Gambia Maritime Agency, and GAM Post. Also, full payment of $5.6 million was made in the months of August and September for the settlement of GT Board operational license, that is the Gambia Tourism Board operational license for the hospitality industry. $30 million was provided in the month of September to extend the duration for the closure of the Malaysia and Algeria missions, and also for factoring the repatriation of recalled diplomatic personnel from these missions. $20 million was paid in the month of September for the construction of the new Basse Market. $300 million has been provided in the month of September for the rural and urban roads projects in the country. Full payment of $77 million was made in the month of September for the land compensation for the Gambia Electricity Restoration and Modernization Project. Full payment of $100 million made in the month of September for the post-COVID-19 recovery plan for the Ministry of Tourism. $31.4 million has been paid in the months of August and September for the support to councils to pay their salaries. These are local government councils. And full payment of $15 million made in the month of September for the media support that has been approved by the National Assembly. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. These are the updates from the various ministries. Thank you so much, everyone. See you next week, inshallah.